Alright guys, so I'm with my celebrity guest speaker here, Paul Money. Paul, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
Alright. So Paul is at Opelika High School. He's a senior. He played on the football team. He's a right tackle. He was bulldozing down people on the offensive line. He's going to come here and talk a little bit about sports, and we're going to do some picks for all the big games this weekend. So Paul here is a big NCAA basketball fan. So I'm going to ask you, who do you think is looking like the favorite to start out in the NCAA tournament, maybe winning it all? You know, early pick.
You know, the powerhouses this year, they're doing as good as always. The Dukes, the Kentuckys, the North Carolinas, Kansas. I mean, Kansas has the best player in the country. And Josh Jackson's a Hawks.
Better than Malik Monk for Kentucky?
Better than Malik Monk, that's right. Malik Monk is up there. Yeah. But I mean, I like last week's pick, Georgetown, great pick. Sam Schuster, he's an expert. Definitely. So yeah, Georgetown, they struggled a bit earlier. Like struggled in the Maui Invitational, lost 3 games, but they're coming off a 6-game win streak right now. Going pretty hard. Beat Syracuse.
All right.
By that pick.
All right. We're gonna get into some college basketball as the conference season has started this week. We got number 22 USC versus number 21 Oregon. Who do you think's gonna win that game?
Oregon is. If it was last year, I would take Oregon all the way. Oregon's not as good as they were last year. Oregon's declined a little bit, and USC's on their way up. I think USC's got an edge right now.
Yeah, I'll go with USC. I don't know too much about those teams, but I like USC, as you said. And here's a big one. Number 1 Villanova versus number 10 Creighton.
Yeah, very, very big game. I like Villanova though. Villanova is one of the best teams in the country, probably the best team in the country at the moment. So, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Villanova there too. I think just their experience from going all the way through the tournament, winning at the buzzer against North Carolina gives them they'll be ready to rebound this year. Next we have number 20 Florida State versus number 12 Virginia. Who do you think's going to win that game?
It's a big ACC matchup. I like this one. Florida State's won some big games, but I got to give the edge to Virginia. They're hot. They're a great team. They are traditionally a better team than Florida State. They got the big game experience, I think, a little bit better. I like Virginia.
Yeah, I like Virginia and their defense. They have one of the strongest defenses in the country. I like them to win this one. And then here's a big battle between two of the biggest programs in the nation. Louisville at number 6 versus number 16 Indiana. Who do you think's going to win that one?
Louisville is coming off. Last week they beat Kentucky, a very big game. They showed that they can win the big games. I like Louisville.
I think Louisville will win too. Indiana struggled. They've kind of become second favorite actually to their Purdue team in the state of Indiana. I think Louisville wins this one too. Let's get into some picks here with Paul. We check out the NFL game, the big Lions-Packers game. Whoever wins will win their division. So who do you think is going to win the Lions?
Well, this is an intriguing matchup. Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford are 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league. They're both playing at a very high level right now. Jordy Nelson is a wonderful receiver. I mean, I think that gives them an advantage, though. I think Lions secondary and Jordy Nelson don't match up very well. I like the Packers.
All right. I like the Packers too. On the road, it can be tough, but I think the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, their experience, they'll get them through and they'll win their division. All right, next we have the big Manchester City-Liverpool game in the Premier League. Who do you think is going to win that one?
Man City, man. They're a great team.
Man City. Man City is my favorite team. But honestly, Liverpool, the home of the Beatles, Anfield, it's such a tough environment, and City struggled a little bit to win big games, and I think Liverpool's going to win. Let's talk real quick, Auburn, Oklahoma. So the game is Monday, and by the way, I'm going to be there in the Sugar Bowl. I'll have live updates from that game on Snapchat. But let's talk about just Auburn and Oklahoma. What do you think about Auburn's chances?
Well, it depends on what team plays, because Auburn had 2 different teams playing this year. It looks like, early in the year they struggled a lot with quarterbacks, same as later in the year whenever Sean got hurt. But when they were hot in October, playing Arkansas, Ole Miss, they had Sean was healthy, he was consistent. Cameron Petway was healthy, he was running people over, doing what he does. When Carry-On's good, he's good. He struggled with injuries as the year went on. But whenever they're hot, whenever the defense is on, whenever they're throwing and running, they're a good team. They're one of the best, top 10 in the country kind of team. Same as Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a great team too. They got a great quarterback, great receiver. not a great defense. I think that's something that Auburn can take advantage of. Not a very good secondary. If Sean can throw some passes, complete some passes, I think they got a very good chance.
All right. Okay, so we're going to start with college football as we have Florida State and Michigan. Who do you think is going to win?
You know, I think the favorite in this game will be Michigan. I really like Florida State. They have Dalvin Cook. He's a great running back. I know Michigan has a great defense. They have Drew Peppers. I really like Dalvin Cook. He's probably one of the best running backs in the country. He's really high. I think that's going to be top.
You know, I like Michigan here because they're going to stop Dalvin Cook. I think they're used to handling that run game that Florida State provides with Dalvin Cook. But I think that they can handle that. Wilson Speight will make plays with his arm for Michigan. I think Jabril Peppers will also make plays, defense and offense, and I think they'll get the win. So next we have USC and Penn State. Who do you think is going to win that game?
Well, those are two good teams. Those are two teams that started a little bit iffy. They got hot as the season went along. Penn State obviously lost by big loss to Michigan earlier in the season. USC did the same with Alabama. But as the season went on, they both got better. Penn State, I like them. I put them over the top because they beat Ohio State. Ohio State in the playoff. That's a big win. I think they're a better team than USC.
Yeah, I'm going to go Penn State too with you. I like, as you said, they started out kind of iffy. They beat Ohio State, got that big win, and then ended up winning the Big Ten. They're on a roll, and I think they're going to win the Rose Bowl. So the next game we have is Western Michigan and Wisconsin in the Cotton Bowl. Who do you think is going to win that game?
Well, Western Michigan was definitely the big surprise this year. PJ Fleck, one of the best coaches. He's hot right now. He's a big name. Surprised he's still there. I feel like somebody's going to hire him after the bowl game because he's one of the best in the country.
Yeah.
Bringing Western Michigan up. And I like Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a bigger team. They went to the Big Ten championship game. They've won bigger games. Western Michigan hasn't faced the schedule that Wisconsin has. No discredit to Western Michigan. Wisconsin's just a better team.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Western Michigan here. Everyone likes the Cinderella story here. I think Western Michigan will be motivated. They'll be ready to play, and they'll catch Wisconsin on a surprise. So it should be definitely interesting. All right. And the last game before we do the playoff is Auburn and Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl. Who do you got in this one?
Well, Oklahoma was definitely the better team down the stretch, right? Auburn struggled with injuries late in the season. They really struggled without the quarterback, Sean, being hurt. That hurt them a lot. But everybody is supposed to be healthy in this game, so I really feel like this is going to be a good, close game. I got to go with my Tigers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I have to go Auburn. Not because I'm an Auburn fan, people. It's because I truly believe Auburn's defense will show up to play. They'll stop Baker Mayfield. They'll stop D.D. Westbrook. They'll be fired up. The seniors will be ready to win. Cameron Petway's going to come back. Sean White's going to make the plays, and Auburn is going to win the game. All right. So now, the big showdowns between Alabama, Washington, and Clemson, Ohio State. Who have you got winning the Clemson, Ohio State game first?
Well, Clemson, Ohio State, it's a great matchup. Two very good quarterbacks, J.T. Barrett, Deshaun Watson. Both are two of the best quarterbacks in the country. Both have been in the Heisman consideration for years. I like Deshaun Watson better than J.T. Barrett, and I like Clemson better than Ohio State. They won bigger games. They got upset by Pitt. I don't think they were ready. I still think they would beat Pitt 9 out of 10 times. Ohio State loses to Penn State. That's a close game. I think they would lose that game way more than Clemson lose to Pitt. Clemson is a stronger team. They have a better quarterback. They have better receivers, better defense. I like Clemson.
All right, I like Ohio State's defense here. They're gonna stop Deshaun Watson. They're one of the best defenses up next to Alabama. I think they'll get the job done. They'll give opportunities for J.T. Barrett to make plays. I like Ohio State in this one. I just don't think Clemson can do it this year. All right, so we got Alabama and Washington. Washington being the surprise team of the year, and then we got the mighty Alabama, who's done usually what they usually do, is win. So who you got?
It's hard to pick against Alabama. Alabama's such a strong team. Washington, though, obviously they have a great quarterback. Jake Browning is one of the best pocket passers in the country, and he has a great receiver to throw it to in John Ross. That's where Alabama struggled the most this year. When you look at it, the teams that have really put points on them, Arkansas, Ole Miss, they did it by sitting in the pocket and throwing passes, completing passes. Alabama's biggest weakness is their secondary. Not that it's bad, but it's really their only weakness. But Washington can put points on them. They'll lose in the trenches. That's going to be the difference in the game. Alabama's going to beat them.
All right. Well, there's an old song that many people in Alabama are familiar with. It's by Leonard Skinner, "Sweet Home Alabama." I can't go against Alabama here. I just think they're too strong. Sweet home Alabama. Thank you guys so much for watching the show today. It was a really good show. We had Paul come on and talk some sports, make some picks. I thank him for filling in and just taking time to be on the show. And also, guys, don't forget, on Monday night, January 2nd, I'm going to be at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans watching Auburn, Oklahoma. I'll have live updates from that game and keep you updated on what's going on. It's going to be so much fun as we head to New Orleans. I can't wait. It's going to be a great trip. There's going to be great food. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Beignets. I'm going to get sugared up. But it's going to be definitely fun. We'll also have updates from the college football playoff. We're going to have updates from the Liverpool-Manchester City game as well as the Detroit and Packers game. So be sure, if you haven't added me on Snapchat, my username is ahuling1. Be sure to follow me. For this weekend, you're going to want to have these live updates in case you need them for all the games coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun, so be sure to add me. And also, please subscribe down below if you want to catch the show every week. You can do that by pressing the red button that says subscribe. I think that's pretty obvious. But if you be sure to do both those things, that would be great. I'm Andy Huling, and this has been the Huling Sports Report.